Hello, hello. How's everybody? I know it's a little late, just a couple of minutes, but I was procrastinating a little bit. How's everybody doing? Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all of the above. How's everybody doing? Okay. Well, I'll get the formalities out of the way. I'll get that quickly so that I don't forget. Well, first of all, I'm not playing any music. I should have had music, but I didn't have it. So I didn't have my Smokey Robinson going. But maybe I will tune it up just a little bit. One, because I was not quite ready. I have to be honest. I wasn't quite ready for to get things going on. But let me see. But how's everybody doing? This is Vintage Wine hosting All in Your Business. And we are going to talk today, like we always do. We just talk about a lot of different stuff. We just talk what's on our mind, whatever we feel like we want to talk about. I don't have really a topic today, but one. So I'll just kind of, we'll do it how we feel. Anybody got anything that they would like to talk about? I know we left off talking about, I had asked a question, and maybe I was hoping that maybe I can get that going a little deeper. And because I had asked, when do you give up on someone or let let them go? That was the question that I had asked yesterday, and I guess that's where I am trying to start it off now. I don't have music to say I don't own the rights to this music, so I'm not playing anything right now. But I will try and get some in as we go off. I like the music. It lets people know that I'm coming. Here I come. That's her music, yes. I kind of like the music, but I guess I'm just starting out, just jumping right on in, asking the question where we left off yesterday. And that was kind of like at the end, and I'm just bringing it in at the beginning because we had talked about some things, and that will kind of be a repeat and a topic of what we will do today also. But my question was, when do you give up on someone or let them go? It kind of like give means the same thing, but giving up means you don't necessarily have to let go. So, but that's what we are asking today. When do you give up on someone or let them go? I know it's a touchy situation, but sometimes we have to make that choice. We have to make that touchy choice as to we got something to do, and really it's only business when you and it becomes your personal business. That's what it is when you let someone go, or even contemplating it that you got something to do, and not all the times are you happy about it, but sometimes it has to happen. I mean, there's just no ifs and ands about it. I have got to get my wine. If you notice, I haven't gotten my wine, so all of that has everything thrown off for me. So, but I will get it. The glass is just, oh, hi, Mr. Lambert, how are you? Uh, traveling sounds, traveling sounds of music. Okay. Traveling sounds of music? Are you saying you hear music? Or I don't have any music going at all. What are you doing? Well, Mr. Lambert, what are you talking about? Uh, I don't see. You said traveling sounds of music. I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but that's okay. I'm glad to have you here. Okay, when you took at that can stand and no more, when I really got to get my glasses here, and that's a problem. I have someone looking for my glasses, and it's a shame that I can't see anything, and when you can't communicate, yeah, when you can't communicate, when you can't see, you can't communicate. But I have them now. Here's my trusty red ones. Now these are the prescription. These are the things that make life better. Oh, I can see you so well now, Mr. Lambert. When you took all you can stand and can't stand no more. Now that's spelled out to the T, and that's when you. I guess that's when you have to let them go, or and I guess that's what it is. If Mr. Lambert says. Um, Traveling sounds of music. So when you get that feeling, I guess that is the music you start to hear in your head. And then he put it in a little bit more ABC for us, and he says, when you've took all you can stand and can't stand no more. And that's kind of like what the Mister was saying yesterday. Uh, he kind of put it bluntly too about like you. I don't have his notes, and you can see I'm ill prepared. But that was the question I asked, and I think that's one that we can kind of go back and forth with, and that people can kind of comment on and relate to. And it's like, when do you give up on someone or let them go? Giving up is it's kind of sad in a way that you have to give up on someone because it means starting all over. It means changing your life. And sometimes that's why we stay as long as we do, because you don't want to go through those changes. But having been there before, it's not a good thing to do. It makes you kind of have one, two, and three, and four, five, and more relationships, but it's better than being miserable. So, and if you are in something that doesn't work for you, that's what life is about. You're just uncomfortable. You're just out of control. Things just don't work well for you if you are in a unhappy relationship. I know sometimes we bent over backwards trying to make the other person happy or comfortable. Is there anything else I can do? What is it that you want? But that's what we do. And when there's someone that we care about, but it's not really a good thing. Um, but who's to say? I've been in one, as I say, I've been in a relationship for many years, and I knew it was not a good thing for me, and I knew it really didn't even feel good. Things that were supposed to be feeling good to me didn't even feel good. So that's a sign there too. When you can't smile when you need to smile, when you can't laugh when you need to laugh. Those are the kind of things that let you know that something is not right, and that's when it's time to let go. I also have this other question, and I hope it to be a topic of conversation. It says, and it's kind of the same thing, but it's a little bit different. And it says we go through so much in the name of inheritance, uh, inheritance or unappreciated kids and family. I mean, and I say that because not that my kids don't appreciate me and not that family don't, but I know some people that do feel like they are unappreciated, or the things that they have gone through, it's for some kids that don't appreciate them and all the work that they've done. Mr. Lambert says, I'm not easy to put up with, and I'm picky, so I already know that's a bad combination. um, it's a bad combination to get an opposite sex partner for you, or just a bad opposite sex for someone that's time to go or just not going to work. Mr. Lambert said he's not easy to put up with, and he's picky. So I already know that it's a bad combination. And that bad combination is when you got someone that you are giving up on. It says, when do you give up on someone or let them go? So I guess if you're contemplating letting this person go, the situation is going to go bad. Everything you guys talk about, everything you touch, is going to be bad. uh, which is that's kind of crazy, but I think it's a good question. And I also added this other question. It says, uh, and it's not really a question; it's like a statement, and it's like everyday people are going through this, and I think I'm at the age of where I am not. I'm building inheritance, and I'm building things that I will pass on to uh, not more so siblings, but children, and so, but and it makes me wonder if they appreciate it or don't appreciate it. I mean, I don't know, but those are the things I want to do. So my question is, my statement is, we go through so much in the name of inheritance. Like now, this what I'm doing now, this talking with you guys and trying to create a podcast. It's not really for me. It is for me in a way, but I expect for my kids somewhere down the line to pick this up and to do, make it different, make it right, and do what I'm not doing for it. You know, make it something that they can enjoy it and make it grow. I'm just trying to put my footprints out here and leave something for them to be able to walk in or to follow or something to guide them or something to lead them. Just trying to open the door a little bit. So I guess my question was, and I keep calling it a question, but it's not really a question. It's a statement, and I'm asking if you kind of agree or think about it. Sterling, you never give up on anyone. However, my life is just an improvement, as my life is just as important as the person I'm trying to help. And that's true. And that's with everyone. And that's kind of the thing that I think that brings to the questions and concerns, because it's a statement. And it says, I go through so much in the name of inheritance. Um, Unappreciated kids and family. And it's not really talking about my family, because I think anything I do, they appreciate. And we've talked about inheritance, and I told them by the time I am really gone, I don't know what would be here for them, because I am currently spending it as we live today and as we talk today. I've just decided that, I can't spend a lot of time saving money when I want to spend money. So, but there may be a little bit something here left for them, but I can't really say what's going to go. But that was one of the statements. But let's talk about, what do you do when you give up on someone or let them go? Um, it's kind of a negative thing, but what's your take on it? Tell me what's going on. How do you handle it? What do you do? We talked about yesterday, Cassie Ventura. For those who did not hear or not listen, or was not available, we talked about uh, Cassie Ventura, and that was the lady that was involved with P Diddy. And we talked. I was telling the people that I had read about, where she had purchased a $12 million beachfront home, and that ain't too bad for somebody who was used and abused, but was still alive. Because these bad relationships can leave us unalive nowadays. But she is still alive, and she was able to purchase a $12 million beachfront home. Kudos to her. Very good. We also talked about Britney Spears was arrested. Those who are interested in Britney Spears. We also talked about the cost of war, and they said that the war is costing 300 million a day. I don't know if that's bad or good, or a cheap war, or just what. They said it's cheap because we don't have to. We are now able to use drones and missiles and things like that. We're not just doing it the way, we're not fighting the war in which they fought it in World War II. Mr. Lambert, you walk out, you walk out or throw them out. Oh, uh, I remember growing up, there were some people who, when they were 18, their parents put them out of the house. I never experienced that, but that's kind of like, that's what Mr. Lambert said. You walk out or throw them out. Um, Now, and my question then, we're talking about, when do you give up on someone or let them go. And he's talking about how you handle it. And he says you walk out or throw them out. So if that's too much, but that's what Mr. Lambert said. He's talking about how you handle someone when you got to give up on them. You walk out or you throw them out. So that's funny. That's making me laugh. I was talking about Cassie Ventura. The question to your answer. The question to your answer. You walk out or you throw them out. Yeah, that's me. Then that's what you do. You get them out, or were we talking about the kids? My question, and here again, it's not a question. It's basically a statement. But he was talking. I was talking about unappreciated kids. And family, the things that you are doing to get them there. And I know some people who've gotten their inheritance. They were given a choice. You get your inheritance now, or you wait till I move on. And quite a few of them took theirs now, so they were able to establish different franchises or businesses and move forward and get life moving straight ahead for them, which was a good move. And then some took theirs and just squandered all the money. And now they're just as broke as I don't know what. But it becomes a person's choice, especially when it's something that you have left for them. Mr. Lambert, he talked about he had seen this place, Elmo's, this kitchen lounge on 8728 Olive. It's a nice place, and I agree. I saw it for the first time, and I enjoyed it. So, those who are looking for a new place to go, 8728 Olive, Elmo's. Well, that's what it used to be. It's now Opus, Opus, Opus. We were talking about it last week, and Mr. Lambert said he saw the location. I don't know if he had been to the location, but I got a chance to check it out, and it's a decent location. So check it out. Go see what's going on. Uh, but come on, give me some feedback. Tell me what you think about what you do when you. When do you give up? That is a question. My other one was a statement. It was a statement. Um, I did I get my little shout outs? I think because I kind of got things started a little late, I didn't get my shout outs. But I am going to take a few minutes and get my glass. My glass is overhead here. And this is for my wine. I don't have my wine. I don't feel like I'm conducting business properly without my wine here. So I'm going to just pull this underneath and fill my glass up. Not all the way up to the top. It's a big bottle. And because I am still trying to drink this sangria, and it's not really tasty to me, but I am going to drink it. Um, I think that's what you get when you try and go cheap in the store, because it was the cheapest one there, sangria. Uh, it almost made, I was trying to read if it was really a wine, but that's what I got, and that's what I'm drinking, and I have my glass here, sangria. Anyone hydrating or drinking with me? Anybody drinking along with me? Come on, get you some water, some tea, or something just to uh, loosen up. Get things loosened up. Drinking, drinking. I'm sipping. I'm just basically wetting the palate. That's all. I'm not heavily involved. So, have you guys been listening to what's going on with T.I. and 50 Cent? Does it make any sense, or is this just publicity, or what is it serious, or what is it? Mr. Lambert, I intended on checking out Opus. I saw it advertised on social media last week. Oh, okay. You haven't gone yet. I got margaritas. Okay, that's good. You got a margarita. Um, hydrate with me. So very good. I am drinking wine. What is someone else drinking? You got some tea, or you got some ice water, or some what? Let us know. I'm drinking sangria. I think that's the name of it. I won't have it again. I will finish off what I have, and I think it's going to carry me till next week because I don't think I'll be finished with it tomorrow. I am on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I had some Friday, Saturday. Oh, and I had some last week. So, and it's a pretty big bottle, and I only got it because I was at one of the stores that sell quantities in that size. So, but I won't get it again. It's not something I enjoy. But talk to me. I will talk back. What do we have going on? What do you guys want to talk about? I did talk about unemployment, and they said unemployment is still at an historical low. The things I was talking about yesterday was those who want to leave the United States because we are currently in World War III. We are currently in our third war. So, did you guys know that we were at war here, that we were fighting and doing different stuff? We just got a new way of fighting now, and they tell me it's because we have these drones and all of these other things that it doesn't take a lot of people to be involved. So that's the reason it's not a big deployment or recruitment thing going on because I think the drones are taking the place of some of the men that will maybe participate. But it's relatively new and it's still going on, so we'll see. Keep your eyes and your ears open because we are at war and we are spending 300 million a day for this war. So hopefully it doesn't go too long. But those who don't want to stay here, they tell me that we can go to several countries here. We have New Zealand, Argentina, Switzerland, Iceland, Greenland, Fiji, and South Africa, Indonesia, and well, that was the last one, Indonesia. And those countries are supposed to be good because they are. It's a country that's because of its location. Number one, it doesn't be hindered by flooding and things like that. But they have food resources and they are independent. So that's what makes them good places to go to if you want to avoid this war and things that's going on. People be making jokes, especially the comedians. Everybody ready to take a plane or a bus to go to the moon or under the moon or join these people with the underground tunnel. And we have a lot of underground tunnels. We're just not able to go to the moon so quickly. But I mean, there are some that's going. You got to have a lot of money to go to the moon, but that's a rich person thing. So none of us will be evacuating the U.S. too quickly by going to the moon. So we may go to be able to afford to attend one of these countries, but not to the moon. That's going to be an arm and a leg to get to the moon and not to get back, just to get there. I don't know if they're sponsoring a two-way trip, maybe a one-way trip. I don't want any parts of it, so it's just conversation here. I don't want to go to the moon. I don't think I will run to either one of the places in the event it get where I cannot stand it here. What's going on? Talk to me. They also talked about, and I hate I didn't get chance, and perhaps I will have it tomorrow. The reading that I'm talking about. There is a book that I want to talk about that talks about uh, why and how race was kind of established, um, and it was talking about. I briefly hinted at it yesterday, talking about coming so far from the equator. So when we come from the equator, it changes the color of our skin. So, but I don't want to give it the cat out the bag until I have read and have this book available, and then I will talk more about it. but that was one of the comments that I made yesterday, and I had promised to follow up with it. But I don't have the information, so. But we was talking about, and we were talking about yesterday also the biggest threat to the U.S. and it talks about domestic terrorism being the biggest threat, and that's crazy because they really shouldn't say that because it have us looking funny at people who are known to be terrorists or people who we think are terrorists, but you find yourself checking out everybody that may look suspicious because we are at war. And so we began to question behavior. We began to question someone that's acting funny, and we just kind of keep our eyes on them. And that's not fair, but that's what has happened, and that's what the Orange Man has put us in that position. We are currently at war, and anything can happen. So I don't, I don't believe he or anyone is aware of how they have us on alert and being observant of all of this stuff that's going on. It might get somebody in trouble if they don't really know what they're saying or know what they're doing. Uh, I've got your back. He's okay. So he said he's got my back. Does well, that mean I can come over there doing the with the ice? Okay, these ice people. Oh, the ice people or the ice that's out? Okay, because we were talking about that also. The lady that was fired, uh, the Trump person who was involved. She was the some sort. I forget her position, but she was involved with ICE, and so she was the manager of them or something of that nature. But she was a Trump administration person. But there were so, and there were not so many, but they said they were badly mistreated under her watch. So she was fired Thursday, I believe, from her position. And there's one more that I personally, I saw both of them really clowning on TV, but she, I don't know. I guess there comes a time when you have to let people go anyway. But them, they were so green in the situation. I mean, and this is Christy Noam, that was her name. And we have also Pam Bondi. Pam Bondi is the Attorney General. Did any of you guys Homeland Security? Yeah, that's what Christy Noam is. Mr. Lambert says she's Homeland Security, and that's what she is. But she's no longer there. She's been fired because her under her watch didn't turn out too well. And there were several people hurt, but there were two killed. So with that being said, it was her watch, and it's so crazy because all of these are people that the Orange Man brought in, and it's like he's free from harm, but everybody that touch him or get involved with him gets in trouble. I mean, and he's free from being hurt or harmed and anything. So maybe it's worth the price. I don't know. Um, she's resigned. She's still working for the president. Well, as of no, I heard it on. Well, maybe this is fake news then, and maybe I can't really trust it all. But I heard on the news that Kristi Noem had was no longer there. Trump had let her go. We were talking about Pam Bondi, which is another person in the same position. She's the Attorney General also. Um, she's resigned. She resigned. She's still work. Oh, she's okay. He says she's still working for the president, but she's not in that position. And maybe the news. Maybe I need to check where my news come from because I thought that he fired her based on what he was saying or they were saying or the news that I read. But I've been corrected. So you guys check it out, see how that pans out and how that works out. Mr. Lambert says she resigned. She's still working for the president. And they say that she did not do a very good job. I saw her being interviewed. In fact, I saw both of them being interviewed. They were talking about what was going on, and neither one, to my viewing, did well on answering the question nor participating in what they were supposed to do. But I'm just gossiping and in their business. So I can't hire or fire anyone. In fact, I didn't have any input on if you should elect them or put them in position or not. I was trying to get in the business of when do you give up on someone? So put me in that business. Let's talk about that. Um, and it will come from the person that's talking about it. We won't have to second guess it. I got some fake news here. This political correct person said she's she's resigned, but she still works for the president. So she's no longer in charge of the ICE group, who has a very big budget. So, and they can wear masks to work. They wear masks to cover up who they are, and that's why people are saying they are the new KKK. They don't have to reveal their faces. They can be sitting right next to you with their mask off or on. You don't know who you're looking at or who you're talking to when they're sitting there. Did anybody practice what um, Jeff Bezos said he does? I think that's his name. That's the founder of Amazon. He was talking about when you how you devote the first hour of the day when they get started. You should devote it to nothing that's chaotic or chaos. You should start off with a calm mind. He said it's okay to read and browse around, but you should not be browsing on the internet or things like that. Things that create chaos internally or whatever would make a person angry or upset. Um, and he's talking about, and I tried it, but I really have to try it a couple of times, maybe probably for maybe 30 days to really say how it calms me down or whatever, because I am always reading something or looking at something. But I have kind of favored the internet a little bit because you can jump back and forth and you can do so much. Reading is a little different. You can't read 7 or 8 books at a time. You read one or you put it down and get another one. But it's not the same as browsing. And I guess if you're not, don't browse the internet. I guess you could get a book and read it on there, or you could get a little scripture or something. I'm not quite for certain on how he is judging uh, the reading or the something to stimulate the mind and what they're saying. So it would guess I guess it would be little inserts or something. But and the people agree with him. The neuroscience persons they are agreeing with him that you don't bog the mind down the first hour of the day with a lot of sad and chaotic things. But that's what the Amazon founder, Jeff Bezos, said, and that's what he suggested and recommended. And there are several people that agree with him. I said I was going to give it a try and see how it calms me down or see how it makes me more alert doing meetings and doing this what I'm doing now. See how it helps me. Uh, I know I was trying to do Tupac. He says the world don't stop because you are tired or hurt. When you wake up, you got to work for it. Yeah, so he says the world don't stop because you are tired or hurt. When you wake up, you got to work for it. So it sounds like you got to get up ready to roll, which still means the same thing as what the Bezos was saying, but he was just saying, don't bring chaos into your life so early. Let your first hour be calm. and I guess it would allow you to be calm throughout the rest of the day. I don't know, but let's give it a try. Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can present calmness in our day-to-day life and our relationships, because it does take a sane and calm mind. Everybody don't need to go off at the same time. I thought Mr. Lambert had said something else, but that's the same one sitting there. I was about to read it again. I thought I saw something jump up. I'm gonna take my wine here. I think I need the little sip of wine. I am in dire need of that. I haven't had any all day. I haven't had any since yesterday. And I really don't drink until I am sitting here talking with you guys. In fact, I forget it's here until I get ready. It seems like it's a part of the podcasting thing. Okay, get your wine and get your this and your that and your notes, and let's get ready to go. Um, Anybody got any new words or ideas or suggestions in answer to my question? It's like my question that I asked: how do you let someone go? How do you let them go when you're tired of them? When do you let them go? How do you do it? Mr. Lambert, he's got a couple of brutal ideas, and they may work, so that's cool. Um, but he also said he's a hard person to get along with. So I guess you know that going in the door with him, or whoever's dealing with him. Is that right, sir? I'm just joking. Don't answer that. Um, I also was talking about global issues, and this was yesterday when we were talking about global issues. But one of the things that they were talking about, the washout, the flooding, and the risk of catastrophic flooding, which means that is going to hinder the foods. So what I was talking about is my garden, and I still it's all just a premise right now, but I do have delivery of boards and things. So I'm not saying that he's not going to do anything. I'm just saying I haven't gotten started yet. I got to get my list of what I need to do, but I first got to get this sucker built. So I don't know. I got a lot of boards out there, and the boards look to be maybe about 12 feet long. So, and I think I probably have about 20 or 30 of those. And I don't know how it works and how it's going to look, but I'm getting things in motion. And that's what my son-in-law promised, to build this thing to grow me some tomatoes. That's what I want to do. I want to grow some tomatoes. I want to do cucumbers, and I want to do lettuce. I do. I want to try those three things first, and those are. It made me just think about, because daylight saving times is actually 2 o'clock, or really you can do it now. Spring forward, fall back. So this is the little key that we got to use. Spring forward, fall back. So the clock changing comes into effect, and if it depends on how you feel or if you're going to be available, it happens at 2 o'clock. But if you want to, you can do it now. Make adjustments to your clock. Don't forget, spring forward, fall back. So that's how I have always remembered it, based on the season or the time of the year. So we are adding an hour to our daylight saving time. Is that correct? Did I get that correct? Or that just means I got to let go a lot. So I know when I say when. I know when to say when. That's good. You do. And and that's a good thing. And that's what Kenny Rogers says: know when to hold and know when to fold. Uh, that's a gambling state of mind, but it still means the same thing. It says, Mr. Member says, that just means I get to let go a lot. So I know when to say when. Yes, do. And it does. It makes you get into a lot of relationships. Um, and you do. And I'm telling you, there are some people that have been married, 3 or 4 times, or maybe more than that, because if it doesn't work, they don't waste time on it. They just dissolve the relationship and move on to the next one. And I think that's okay. And that's okay. Especially if you are a person that, and you don't have to go looking for love. It finds you. And so, and when it finds you and you are dealing with this person, and it's like, okay, you just fall in love and then you get married and then all of a sudden it don't work no more. So now you got to dissolve it and move on to the next one. You don't really stop looking for a relationship, and not all relationships involve. Well, I think it always kind of involve a likeness. You have to have some sort of a feelings for the person, even to just be friends with them. You got to be able to trust them. You got to be able to look at them. You got to be able to deal with them. They got to be in your space. So, I mean, some sort of a way you have to have sincere feelings for a person, to have them in your space and to deal with them on a day-to-day basis or a week-to-week basis. Uh, Even from coworkers and standpoint, if you're dealing with some coworkers and you hate everyone up in there, you are a sad person in a sad place, and you need to find a way to get up out of there. Not everyone that you find that you don't like. If you do, it makes a sad place, a sad environment for you. So anybody that's in a relationship like that, I suggest you start working on getting out of that atmosphere, getting away from that person, because those are the kind of things that will make you click quickly, real quickly. We were talking about, I was talking about the jobs and things yesterday. And in addition to the war costing $3 million a day, it was also talking about unemployment is still at an historical low, even though 92 jobs were lost in February. Now they took that 92,000 at the end of this February, and it came from the numbers that were generated March of last year, which was 130,000. So from March last year, that were 130,000 had been placed in employment, and from that 92,000 has been lost. So, which still means we're still in good shape. It means that unemployment is still at an historical low. I don't know about the numbers, and I don't know how to. I do know how, but I don't want to research that and see if they're telling us a lie or not. I'm just talking about what they're talking about. We're just talking about stuff, and we are in their business. We are in the unemployment people or employment people business. Anyone know that to be different? Let us know. Let us know. Inform us. Like Mr. Lambert told us, she resigned from her ICE position, but she still works for the president. So he just removed her from that place. She didn't do such a good job. People were cutting her up, chopping her up, saying different things. But when do you give up on someone? That's the question that I'm asking, and that's the one that I guess I'll keep asking. We're talking about it pretty much the other day, so when do you give up on someone or let them go? We were talking about that yesterday, and I guess it's a good question. How do you do it? I had also asked a question about, I'm trying to understand well, I guess I won't deal with that anymore, because I was trying to ask the question because I don't really understand what's going on, and maybe some truth to it. So, T.I. and 50 Cent, but I can't believe that he's actually 50 Cent would actually be picking on a kid and know that there's a father out here who's not going to tolerate it, or picking on the father, the kid's mother, which is somebody's wife, and all of that. So I won't get into that. I won't even talk about that one. Um, it's just something that's going on. That's craziness, and everything we do is kind of crazy, though, and everything we kind of talk about is kind of crazy. So I guess I won't isolate it and make it any different from anything else. So anybody know what's going on with that, or saying he's right or he's wrong? I just hear that everywhere I seem to go and read about, I keep seeing a lot of things about T.I. and 50 Cent. So I was just trying to really understand if it's really a publicity stunt, public relations promotion, or business, or whatever. You come for mine, you'd have made the wrong move and stuff like that. That's basically what they're saying. Ti is saying that. And some of the people are saying it. I think my daughter said something like that. Um, that was flashing and stuff. So I thought I had more, so I know when. Oh, so for some reason it just moved, but that's okay. That's Mr. Lambert that's still there. So I'm drinking my wine, and see, it's still at a certain level, so I'm not gulping it down. I am just um, hydrating my palate. That's all I'm doing. Hydrating the palate. I am not gulping. I am not intoxicated. I won't get that way. Um, in addition to the countries that we can escape to that I talked about, and remember I had them gave about six of them. In the event that you wanted to leave the U.S., there are several places that we can go. And I think I might go to Fiji if I get an invitation. But Fiji looked like a place I can go. I just like its name. Um, I remember someone that was the Olympics, and that was probably about 10 or 15 years ago. Someone was in Fiji. Hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Hill. Miss Hill has joined us, and she says, hey, y'all. Um, that's another person that's an avid, well, she's a gardener. I don't know that she's really into greenery, such as growing her foods and things of that nature. And that's what we were talking about earlier, that we need to start growing our foods. Miss Hill is she grows greenery, roses and elephant ears and things of that nature. Or do you grow edibles? Let me know what's going on. Um, I didn't really think you did, but she may have a green thumb in all of it. She seems to have a green thumb in flowers and things of that nature, but I don't know that she's into growing her own foods, and that's something that I we kind of suggested, and we talked about that early, or maybe about 2 months ago, and we talked about these things that we were going to do, and everyone is supposed to take it as a mission when it's time to begin to plant foods and things of that nature. And that's what my son-in-law is supposed to be working on for me to get me started on this, where I can do tomatoes and lettuce and cucumbers and things. That I'm gonna start off low and slow first, and to get it going. I got to get the green thumb back in order. But um, Miss Hill, I do grow edibles, but the cats pooped. Isn't that the best for them? Poop isn't the best for them. Yeah, well, you are invaded with cats, so I think you really want to probably get anything that they've dealt with. I wonder that they're not dead, but I grow edibles, but the cats pooped. Isn't that the best for them? Isn't the best for them? Poop isn't the best for, which is true. But so that means you don't have any available for us. So you get rid of the cats, and we will. You show me how to get that green thumb in order, because my son-in-law is supposed to build me this little thing with chicken wire so that I can at least grow. I want to do tomatoes, lettuce, and cucumbers. I want to do those three things. Those three things make a salad by themselves. So, and we got to start preparing ourselves and get ready. We are currently in World War III, and anything can happen. We don't know how this is going to turn out, but with this going on, it could easily be longer than expected. I don't. I haven't read where there is a time frame on it, how long this war is supposed to take place, but I don't even think it begun yet as to um, consuming people and money. They say right now it's not consuming a lot of people because of the way the war is being fought. And I think, thank God for drones and things of that nature, but it's not taking a lot of people, even though a lot of people have been deployed to where the fight is going down at. But these are people that's already in the service. So new recruits and things of that nature have not taken place yet, to my knowledge. But my grandson was telling me that he did look it up, and I think he's 30 something, so he said he's too old, so they won't be pulling him because of his age. But we are at war. But they said, don't worry about anything because the earth is good and strong. They said the earth will be around for another 4 to 5 billion years. That's supposed to be how the future is set up for us, regardless to what's going on. But you can still go to the locations now. I told you can go to New Zealand, you can go to Argentina, you can go to Switzerland, you can go to Iceland, you can go to Greenland, or Fiji, or South Africa, Indonesia. You can go to those locations because the food resources are good. It's an independent company. It's not bothered by strong waters or something. So, from what they are saying, and this is what they're saying, that anybody want to take off and leave the war or don't want to be bothered with the war. Ms. Hill says, I will be growing some sugar kiss melons, beets, and cucumbers. Okay, now I'm interested in all of those. Now I'm not for certain what kiss melons are, but she says I will be growing some sugar kiss melons, beets, and cucumbers. I don't know what sugar kiss melons are. Beets I know, and cucumbers. In fact, beets will probably be interesting too. That's supposed to be a very good source of high blood pressure, eating those in addition to garlic. Ms. Hill also says, also I will be growing pumpkins from the seeds that I have harvested from last year's. Okay. So she harvests some seeds. In fact, yeah, I think I remember you telling me that you have a little bit of seed from basically everything, which is a good thing. And that's something else that we may need to do. I guess we may to, and I think I would like to hear a little bit more about that. In fact, Miss Hill, she is a content person, so that's a lot of things. That's something that she could talk about as well. Putting these seeds aside and just putting them away for a moment because we do need something to plant and something to grow, and we don't know when it's going to come into effect that we may have to really survive off of what we grow. I mean, and it's not really out of question that it may come down to we will be surviving off of what we grow. Because if the things are destroyed by flooding, then that means the foods can't get to us. And so many foods are not around the corner. They are coming from several locations. And a lot of things are coming by trail and train, truck, or railway. but there could be some things that will hinder it from getting to us. And the older that, the more that happens, the less things will become available. So I'm telling you, we might be on to something here. We got to get on board with the planting of the food. Been collecting seeds for 20 years. I thought I remember Miss Hill says she's been collecting seeds for 20 years. And I do remember her talking about it and suggesting it a good idea. So, and I suggested that this was is good content for her to perhaps talk about. I watch her a lot on her page that she's on, but I don't think I recall anything about these seeds. I've seen the journey of weight loss. I've seen the journey of cooking certain things, but I haven't seen the journey of the seed collection and the purpose and the intent. And this is something that we may need an education on, a sincerity on it, based on we are currently at war and we don't know where this war is going and what it's going to lead into. But we are currently in World War III, which is a good thing. I've seen a lot and been around a lot, and now I get a chance to see a war, even though it's being fought in a different way. It's being fought by drones and stuff, and you're still blowing up and destroying stuff, but it's not utilizing a lot of bodies. So that, which is good, because we don't have all of these casualties that certain wars. I don't know how it was worded or how many, but I remember, certain people have expressed that certain wars were unnecessary and a lot of people were lost. I don't think the numbers are nearly going to be like that in the past, but we are at war. Ms. Hill, I have tomatoes, melon, cucumbers, and squash. I'm having a hard time with these pictures here, only because I can't see them. But I see the tomatoes, I see the melon, maybe onions, and I see the cucumber. There could be radishes. There could be radishes. I don't know, but that's a good source. You have the seeds, or these are plants that you currently have. But either way it go, I would like to get a tutoring on it. And I don't have anything. I don't have anything going on. I will begin to save seeds and things. I know I will do that, because as soon as I get started here, I am going to bundle up some seeds and get some things going, put away, and they never go to waste. So you just put them up somewhere. Uh, but that's a good thing. She says she's been collecting seeds for 20 years. That's nice. Kudos to her. Uh, I have posted about seeds that I had almost a year ago. But this week I spoke about all of the different seeds that I have in my possession. Okay, that's cool. I missed that one then. I didn't know that it was out there. So Ms. Hill said that she have talked about it, but I guess I missed it. And I know I can't catch everything, but I do know that she has shared that information some years ago. And all that's to say that we need something to be prepared and to get ready for. I remember when the kids were younger and they were going to school, they were always teaching them about these survival things that you're supposed to pack up and put away in the event that they are needed. And these are things that don't go spoil and don't go bad. It's just like the seeds. We must eat in the event that food cannot get to us, and we must be able to grow some of these things. This just won't be any way around it. So with all that being said, we got to get on board and do the right thing. We got to get ready for what's in the future, and we don't know really what's in store for the future. But what about love? Janice here. This will be a new video tonight about the seeds that I have. Okay, so she's going to talk about it. I think I had something to do with that. I don't believe it was already planned, but she says, this will be a new video tonight about the seeds that I have. Okay, good. And that's good. So when you talk about these seeds, talk about the reason and the intent for them, because we never know when we will have to actually plant our own foods. We don't know, and it doesn't take that long for certain things to grow, especially if things are seasonal. So, like the tomatoes that I think I know how to grow, even though my brother have always been the one that did the tomatoes for me. He basically got them started, and it just kept growing and growing and producing tomatoes and stuff. But those are easy things for me. Okay, it's at 8 p.m. So Miss Hill is saying at 8 p.m. she will be going live about the seeds. She says there will be a new video tonight about the seeds that she have, which is a good thing. So tune in and listen to the video as to what she needs to do or what's going on. The video has already been made. Okay, it's already been made. She just haven't put it out there yet. So, alrighty, that's good. So I was just talking what I did not know already. We had not talked. Oh, good night. Mr. Lambert is going to get ready to go, and I guess we all are getting ready to go. Let me try and get some music here. Give me a few minutes here. Let me see if I can get some music. Some music here. Let me find this. Wait a minute. No, that ain't what I want. I want this do right thing for me. No. No. Love me. This one. It's going to make me go into all these commercials. That's because I didn't subscribe to anything. So I was trying to get the music. I'm not telling you it's 8 o'clock. It is. I'm not telling you it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, it is. Mr. Lambert had already said that, and that's a cue good night. But I was trying to get my record on. I wasn't ready. Once I start talking, you know I can go on and on and on and on, but I can't find it. So we are going to end it and say good night. And thanks everybody for joining in, tuning in. And when you get time, like, share, and comment. I pre-record and drop videos at different times. Okay, that's good. I don't do any of that. When I go live, I move them when I can, but I do it differently. So everybody got their own style, and that's good. You are more prepared than I am. But anyway, thank you everybody for joining me and tuning in. Don't forget to share and like and comment. You can also comment after the 8 o'clock hour, and I can go in and see them as well. And if you go to the YouTube station, Patricia Stokes 1224, and subscribe. Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody.